Hello everyone, it's Brian here. On a much nicer day than yesterday, the weather had been getting progressively nicer, I would say, and yesterday the temperature dropped to around -2, and then bizarrely we got a lot of snow. Well, a lot, not really a lot, but irritatingly we got some snow, maybe an inch in places, and the worst thing is the temperature increased, it started to rain, and there was this mass of slush and gross roads everywhere. It's really awful. However, today it's going up to 17 degrees, so if you don't speak Celsius, you're going to have to look that up. Trust me, it's much warmer than yesterday. So I took a trip to a record store I go to maybe once or twice a year. It's called Gord's Back Room. When you walk in, you essentially have to walk through, I guess it's really a bong shop, and at the cash, there are some records behind the cash. There's a couple of discount bins, and then you go into this separate room behind where no one's in there except for you. And occasionally I find interesting things there. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. Like, it's one of those places where it's hard to look in the bins because there's a record bin at your feet, which you have to, or a crate, which you have to kind of, you're standing in the, it's ergonomically weird, really weird. Quite a lot of CDs, I got books, some expensive things on the wall. So, you know, that's, I guess, fine. I have bought things from the wall before, but not today. But as I was looking around, I saw something I'd been looking for quite a few years. I have seen it before, but the condition has always been not so great. But when I saw this, and if you watch the flip through, you'll see me pull it out of there. So what I grabbed today was Collage by Vital Signs. Now, sometimes you go to a record store and you buy one record, and today was that day. I bought only one record. A couple others I was interested in. Vital Signs was originally, I guess you'd say, a punk band, but then they moved towards more of a post-punk, maybe new wave band from Toronto, active from 1980 to, I think, 1986. This is from 1984. And I guess their first 7-inch single was an EP, really, and it had, I think, 3 tracks. I've never heard it, but apparently it's more punky. But this particular track, the title track from this, got a lot of play on a radio station I listened to called CFNY, which I've mentioned before. Fantastic radio station. And look at this. This is in beautiful shape. Look at that. 4 tracks on here. Lovely. And so they are Collage, Hype, Ice Statue, and Rhythm of Dark. I will read you something from the Wikipedia entry because I find it quite interesting. It says, losing their punk sounds, obviously a reference to their first single. The new album combined the atmospheric guitar backing like those of Brian Eno and Killing Joke, that might pique your curiosity, with the pretentious lyrics and deep vocals of Simple Minds or Gang of Four. I would say the Gang of Four sound comes in more fully with Hype. You can sort of hear it, and I think it does make sense, so I agree with that. Whether the lyrics are pretentious, I'm not quite sure about that. But they say that this song gained wide airplay on CFNY FM, which I mention all the time. Fantastic radio station that doesn't really exist. Well, it exists in name only. And this sold out. So it was reissued in 1987, but this is the original 1984. And look at this. It's in, I mean, come on. It's in beautiful shape. Let's take it out of here. Polyline sleeve. There it is. Vital Signs. 2 tracks on each side. Collage with Hype and Ice Statue and Rhythm of Dark. Beautiful. Now, I can't really play this right now because my turntable is inaccessible. The renovation continues. But I am delighted to have this record finally in beautiful shape. There was one other record that piqued my curiosity, something else I've been looking for a long time. It's on the wall. You may have seen it. It was $70. And I just couldn't justify paying $7 for it's kind of like a mini album, but it's something I've always wanted, so I had to skip that. But anyway, it was a good day, even though I only bought one thing. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.